Hello everybody, welcome to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2016, the Unemployment Challenge. The first game of December was the FA Cup second round game against Accrington Stanley, and we took the lead inside 7 minutes thanks to Silva Lopez's finish after he got at the end of Connor's cross. Not a bad start inside 7 minutes. And it was just 7 minutes later that we found ourselves going 2-0 up. The Silva Lopez's cross was cleared initially, but he had another chance to play it in, and Nichols made it 2-0 inside 14 minutes for his 7th goal of the season. Not bad going, is it? Accrington Stanley did get a goal back though, when Bojo managed to score that goal in the 37th minute of the game. But just 4 minutes later, we found ourselves getting our 2-goal lead back when Nichols did this. Not a bad finish, is it, from the number 9. His 8th of the season. Accrington Stanley did get the last goal of the game, however. Hazeldine found Jones, who found back in the net to make it 3-2. They couldn't get another goal though, and we were through to the third round of the FA Cup. Our next game was a league game away from home against Doncaster Rovers, and we conceded the goal in the 91st minute thanks to Forrester score in that moment. For his third of the season, we had lost our first away game of the season, and we had lost Scott Wallace due to a very serious injury which would keep him out for a few months. His injury was a torn calf muscle. He will be back in March, April time, I'm hoping anyway. Our next game was a home game against Bolton Wanderers, and we took the lead when Booty did this and scored his 6th for the season inside the 23rd minute of the game. However, we weren't able to get all 3 points against this side that is bottom of the table, thanks to that moment where goal round scramble, which involved Williams not controlling the ball properly, found it in the back of the net. However, Bolton were reduced to 10 men just 2 minutes later when Williams found Pollock, and Pollock was hacked down with 2 feet by Sambu. He got sent off. And considering this is a guy that used to play for me when I was at Lowestoft, yes, I do remember that, thank you very much. I loaned him for 2 years, I think I signed him as well. I can't remember, I definitely remember loaning him for 2 years. So to see him in this division when he's probably only good enough for the conference is a bit concerning for me, because it says that Bolton don't have a very good side, honestly. But to see Sambu back again was a nice moment, but I didn't want him to actually try and injure my player, thank you very much. Our next league game was at home to Cheltenham Town, where I faced off against Aaron Smith again. Pollock found the Silva Lopez, who made it 1-0 inside 12 minutes, and it was the only goal of the game. So for Silva Lopez's 9th goal of the season to give us the win was a good feeling. And we were the dominant side. Chelsea only had 1 shot on target, but Bolton managed to get their only goal with that only shot on target. It's concerning that's the case, really. Our next game was just 2 days later, when we were facing off against Wycombe Wanderers in the league, and Nichols gave us the lead inside the 23rd minute of the game for his 9th goal this season. He was doing really well for us now. But we weren't able to hold on for the lead. Just 4 minutes into the second half, Wycombe found themselves equalising thanks to McDermott's cross finding Cassidy, who wasn't going to miss one there. 1-1 was the scoreline, his 50th league goal for Wycombe, and a good time for them to get share the spoils. Pollock, in the absence of Wallace, is producing the goods. I think he's doing quite well for himself. Even if he isn't scoring, he's getting the assists. Our next game was a league game against Bury at home, and De Silva Lopez played Nichols in beautifully, and Nichols didn't make any mistakes and got his 10th goal of the season inside the 25th minute of the game to give us the lead. It was just 13 minutes later that we found ourselves being 2-0 up. Patterson found Williams, De Silva Lopez was then found, and his pass to Nichols gave Nichols a chance to make it 2-0 in the 38th minute of the game. And that was all that she wrote. Bury had no shots on target, which was never going to help their cause to try and beat us. So we got another 3 points as we prepared for our league, for an FA Cup game against Stoke. And now our next game was the FA Cup third round game against Stoke City, and we won. Nichols scored that effort in the 34th minute. Not a bad finish at all, is it, when you think of it? But we were very lucky to have gotten anything out of this. Alpo was clear through. Little committed a foul that got him sent off, but it actually saved us from losing the match, because the free kick they took from that foul was put over the bar. So despite Stoke having more of the chances than us, we went out and knocked them out of the FA Cup in the third round for my best result as manager to date. It's just a shame that we didn't do as well in the next game. a league game against Bristol Rovers at home in the league, and we went behind in the 50th minute thanks to Schmaltz. I don't know how to say his name, I really don't. 40 minutes later, we were 2-0 down. Dawson found Lockyer, and he wasn't going to miss than that. His first of the season. And the match was well and truly over in the 71st minute of the game when Clark Harris was able to score that effort. Not our best moments, and after what we did to Stoke, I felt we were a bit underwhelming, quite frankly. Just didn't do as well as we should have done. Our next game was at home to Cambridge, and for some reason, Cambridge seemed to like coming to our ground. Madine scored the only goal of the game, and we lost 1-0 in the 67th minute of the game, thanks to the effort. And whenever Cambridge come to our ground, they always seem to win. Last year it was a 4-1 win, which killed off any chance we had again in the playoffs. I was hoping we would actually learn from last year, but we didn't. Still, we went into our next match away from home to Wrexham, and Pollock gave the ball to Booty, and Booty scored from that effort for his 7th of the season. Not a bad goal from him. And we were ensured all 3 points in the 90th minute of the game when the Silver Lopez found Booty and he found Nichols. Harvey perhaps should have done better, but I'm not going to complain. Nicole has got his 13th goal of the season with that effort. Our next game was a league game at home against Crawley, and we needed to win to give myself some confidence that we can actually ensure we don't slip up in the playoffs and promotion race. So when the Silver Lopez scored that goal, I was rather delighted of how well he was doing. Still, our last game of January came against Swansea, and we got absolutely battered by Swansea, who are managed by Ricky Lambert. They took the lead inside the 51st minute from that corner. And in the 72nd minute of the game, they ensured they got the win. The keeper should have perhaps done better from Conchar's effort, but we were always going to go out anyway, because they had just absolutely dominated us throughout the first minute. From the first minute onwards, how we didn't lose by more than 2 goals, I'll never know. It's just a shame we didn't do well in the fourth round as we did in the first. Still, we're looking at the league table now, and we are 6 points clear of Crawley, who are now in 4th. Chesterfield are now in 3rd place. We have actually always somehow managed to maintain 2nd place. Every time I come to the end of these 2 months, I'm always in 2nd place. I don't know why that's the case, but I'm not going to complain because it means I'm actually doing a good job. I'm just hoping that in the next 2 videos, because I'll be finishing this season in just 2 videos time, so that means this video series will be actually done. This season will be done on Christmas Day, of all things. Can you believe that? Christmas Day. I will be done. Yeah. But yes, hopefully if I get promoted on Christmas Day, I'll be able to say, yeah, I'm in League 1, I can get bigger jobs now and all that stuff. But Bolton are probably going to get relegated. I don't know what's going on at Bolton. I know that their players are not good enough to even stay up at this point. But I'm not complaining about Bolton. I'm more focused on Macclesfield and myself. And if we get Macclesfield up to League 1, the first time they've been in League 1 since 1998, I'll be very, very happy. Oh, and I've also been given a new contract. Probably doesn't show, but it says on Boxing Day of December, Boxing Day 2020, I got given a new contract. Not a bad time for that, is it? So, a nice Christmas present for me, a new contract, give me £1,000 a week, and it's there until 2022. So, if I was to get the team promoted next year, and I wasn't doing as well next year after that, potentially getting relegated, I can just say, yeah, I'm going to end my contract that way, and get a new club. But anyway, I've definitely been at Macclesfield for the most in my career. 933 days I've been in charge of Macclesfield Town now, and it's been going really well. But I'm going to end this video here. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Hope you like and favourite this video. It will really help me out a lot. Promotion really is our aim, but to get in the 4th round of the FA Cup is not a bad thing either. I'm just hoping that our defeat to Swansea doesn't cause us to have a collapse, like it did for me and Lowestoft a few years ago, when we were knocked out in the 3rd round. 3 seasons ago, I think it was. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and, well, good night.